Let's get the same 23-second loop playing over there.
Just like to welcome you all here to Gaelic Park in Brisbane, Queensland, here for the 2019 Australasian State Championship final in the Camogie. This game today will be played between Victoria and New South Wales. Myself, Colin Dilly and Liam Lawler will be trying to keep you up to speed on as much as we can follow. It could be a bit too quick for us, Liam, what do you reckon?
I'd say so. Two very good teams, two very strong teams here today. Victoria beat New South Wales by 3 or 4 points the last time, so it'll be quite a close game here today.
Yeah, and just it's well worth noting this is a repeat of last year's final, the 2018 final, where New South Wales came out on top on that occasion. But Victoria looking very, very strong this year once again, and they'll be out for revenge in today's final. Today's game, also just worth noting, will be refereed by Maggie Farley from County Cavan, flown out there by the Leinster Council, who we're twinned with at the minute. That Australasia are twinned with at the minute with the Leinster Council, so we're very lucky to have 3 Irish referees, 2 for the men's football, hurling, and 1 for the ladies and Camogie.
Just to note as well, Victoria will have a strong breeze. There's a breeze after picking up in the last 10 minutes. They'll be aided by that in the first half.
And we're underway here. It's a little bit scrappy from the two-in. I see Paul O'Malley in the mix of things there. Really trying hard to get the ball up, but on this occasion Victoria head in towards the forward line with it, with their number 8 and Aoife Dooley. We gave away a foul that time, Liam. So
yeah,
it's
coming back, I think she played advantage of just coming back.
It's free about 45-50 metres out with the wind on her back. She strikes it well, she strikes it long, it just goes to the left and wide, and that was from Joanne Casey, the Victorian captain for today. Joanne plays her Camogie with Sinn Féin in Melbourne there. She's all the way from County Cork. And again, New South Wales just not first to the ball, and that's a magnificent strike, and that one's better, Liam. That one goes over, and it's Aisling McFadden there, the corner forward, who won that puck out and sent it straight over the black spot. Victoria lead 1 point to no score. Ball out around the middle again here. This time it's going to be picked up by Orla Curry. Orla, who played superb in yesterday's match, just didn't quite get that ball away, and it come to the hand of Leanne Fenley, who was adjudged to have crossed over the sideline. New South Wales appealing for a push, but this time it wasn't given. Marie Moynihan here, the centre back for Victoria, going to take this sideline cut. It's a good sideline, it's right down into the corner here. Niamh O'Brien from New South Wales trying to come out with this ball. She leaves that one to Sarah Curley. Sarah Curley sends it long and far up the field towards Anna Kelly, who's been marked today by Karen Jones. Karen Jones, one of the best Victorian defenders I've seen in 2 years. Got an all-star at last year's state games and got player of best on ground at the World Games finals in Waterford a few months back, and she does come out on top this time. Hassled here by Orla Curry. Anna Kelly back in the mix again. That seems to be, I think that is a New South Wales ball, yeah. Probably a shaky enough start from New South Wales, Liam. They just don't seem to be first to that ball at the minute.
Yeah, just a bit shaky, just maybe a few jittery nerves there just to get going for the final, but that'll settle in nicely now, hopefully.
Again, Victoria's defence doing well. Sammy McKillen there come out for that ball, didn't get it. It was put across the pitch by Fiona Keeley. It's now in the hands of Mary Corcoran. She hands out the ball across to Samantha McKillian. Sammy on her left hand side has a go, looks up at the goal, and it's a great score. A great score from Samantha McKillian there. Plays her club hurling with Cormac McAnallen, originally from Antrim. Also worth noting, captained the Australasian Camogie team to the World Games. A game which they won and a tournament which they came out very much on top on. Long puck out down the left hand side. The wind carried that one. Goes into the hands of Sarah Crowley from St Pat's in Sydney. So gets that ball into the middle of the pitch. It's passed across to Lisa Loughnane. Lisa Loughnane looks up. She sends it in towards Samantha McKillian. Samantha McKillian, who come from behind her player to snatch that ball out of her hand, and Julie gets her free in. This free going to be taken here probably 40 metres out, 45 metres out by Fiona Keeley from Galway. Here's her Camogie with Clan. She strikes that one well. It's dropping. It's stopped by the goalkeeper batted it down. There's a scramble in around the goal mouth. Samantha McKillian trying to get that ball back out. She turns, she passes it across the face of the goal. It goes to the New South Wales 13, who best hit the first shot, and it's cleared off the line that time by Victoria. Victoria's defence doing extremely well. Shouts there for a 45, but the referee waves play on, and Victoria are once again on the attack.
Get blocked down. Victoria still have possession here. It's good defending from New South Wales. Looks like Sean O'Reilly delivers the ball into the far corner. It's a great hook again. The ref calls it back, I'm not sure. Maybe back for advantage for an earlier foul. It's another close in free for Victoria. This one's going to be taken by Joanne Casey again. Straight in front of the post, about 40-45 metres out. Just testing the wind there.
That ball sent long and far, instead over the black spot again by Joanne Casey, the Victorian captain. And interesting to note here today also that Sarah Crowley, her full back, is taking the puck out for New South Wales. A long one down here to Leanne Fanley, who just received a slight push in the back. So again we're going to have a free just out here in the near sideline, the clubhouse sideline. Going to be taken by Fiona Keeley. Great striker of the ball, she lifts it, she sends it right into the edge of the square. That ball's broke down by Samantha McKillian. Orla Curry just misses that one. And Victoria done well again to get that ball out. Anna Kelly in battling there for New South Wales. A little bit scrappy, I'd say. It's going to be 2-1 in, Liam.
Yeah, it's a bit scrappy at points. I suppose it'll open up just as the game develops. At the moment it's just slightly scrappy and freeze, just a bit tentative at the moment.
Yeah, it's just worth noting as well how dry the conditions are up here. I think it's been one of the driest seasons they've had, and I was speaking to Seamus O'Sullivan, an ex-president of Australasia there, and he said it's the driest weather from 1972 since he's been here, so they really have done a great job in getting the pitches playable for this. Victoria on the attack here again. That's a great ball passed into the full forward line, and that's a great score there by
Aisling McFadden.
Aisling McFadden, the corner forward for Victoria. That's a great score. Direct hurling there, direct Camogie there, so that leaves Victoria in the lead at the minute with 3 points to 1. Again, Niamh O'Brien strikes a long ball out. They're aiming for Lisa Loughnane and Orla Curry out around here. They just couldn't get that ball up. Paula Monaghan battling away here, but again we've lost possession to Joanne Casey, who plays a ball inside here, but great defending there by Niamh O'Brien. So they still haven't got the ball out. We've lost possession again here, and it's a number 10 from Victoria who takes a great strike through
great
two blocks.
Great score from Sinead Green. Fabulous score.
Yeah, Victoria definitely the team that started the quickest and the brightest today. leading 4 points to 1 with that wind, with the wind advantage.
Breaking balls around the middle of the field. They just need to be a bit sharper. New South Wales, Victoria are that bit sharper off it. Ball is delivered out towards the middle of the field. Victoria have it to break out into attack again. Straight through the middle.
Again, the referee holds her hand up for advantage, but she lets this one go, and that's a
great score from Aisling McFadden.
5 points to 1. New South Wales just yet to settle completely in this game. Fiona Carroll back on the puck out. It's a low one out here to Lisa Lucknow on the right hand side. She lets it go. It comes down the field here by Paula Mullen to Orla Curry. Orla Curry just beat for possession there by Aoife Dooley. But again, New South Wales working very, very hard. Niamh O'Brien in there, lifted that ball. Great block by Joanne Casey there. But unfortunately that ball ran out and over the line. And New South Wales sideline cut here, going to be taken by Lisa Lucknow just under the stand here in front of the clubhouse. Sends this one down the sideline towards Niamh O'Brien. Niamh O'Brien just missed the pick up there, and again Victoria hassling and hurrying, and again this one goes out along the sideline. So it's Fiona Keeley from Clonagale going to take this sideline cut just beyond midfield here in front of the grandstands. She sends that one down into the corner towards Niamh Butler, but Niamh doesn't win that one. Samantha McKillian out battling for that ball and concedes a free out there. With 10 minutes played so far here, Victoria definitely the team that settled the quickest. They're leading 5 points to 1. Centre back stakes this ball. She stakes it long, it's right into the heart of the full back line, and New South Wales brilliantly batted out there by Niamh O'Brien. And the line's cleared there by Kiva McErlean from Balahi. There's her club hurling in Sydney with Cormac McGonnellans, but it only went as far as midfield. That ball sent 40-50 metres in, and Fiona Carroll came off her line well. Sends that ball out the field here to Maria O'Brien. Maria under severe pressure here. Didn't get the first pick up or first touch. Taylor letting us down a small bit, and we've lost possession again and given another soft enough free in, but Victoria definitely seemed the hungrier team. We're creating a lot of fouls. This is probably their 4th free now in around the 45-yard line.
New South Wales definitely need to be more disciplined. Frees this close, 40 metres out from goal, in front of the goal. Joanne Casey is taking the free. She's very accurate on the free, so they really need to cut down the free count. Great strike of the ball, and that one just goes to the right and wide. Commentators first there. Again, Niamh O'Brien, who's been moved into full back there, swapped with Sarah Crowley for New South Wales, strikes this ball long and far out the field here. Again, New South Wales lost possession. Kiva McEllean just beaten for that one there. A long ball in here towards Fiona Carroll. Fiona does well, gets her first touch, she looks up, she sends a great ball out the field here towards Anna Kelly. Leanne Fennelly just cut across to try and make that one. Leanne being closely watched by Karen Jones there. Bit of confusion and which way that ball was going, but Tomas Fahy there, Victorian himself, flagged that one as a New South Wales ball. So Leanne Fennelly going to take this. She sends it long down into that corner again, aiming for Samantha McKillian and Mary Corcoran. Sammy makes this one out in the corner, but she's been well bottled up there. Mary Corcoran battling away as well. Again, just can't get that ball up. It really is who wants it the most. Sammy McKillian almost got that one up. She turns, she gets the ball on her right hand side, she sends it across the face of the goals. It lands in the hands of Anna Kelly. Great defence by Victoria again. A certain goal chance, probably what New South Wales need at this minute. And again, a soft enough free for a push in the back. So a free out for Victoria here, to be taken by their goalkeeper, Cara Fitzpatrick. It's worth noting here the striking from Victoria has been superb all week. A long ball down the field here, but that one's cut out by Kiva McEllean, and it's a superb block across her stick there. Lisa Lucknow battling for this ball. she comes out on top this time. She turns inside and she just got a flick of the hurl across her arm. Sarah Crowley going to slow this one down. Just on the stroke of midfield here. She dips for this one. She sends it in long, high, right down the middle. And on top of the Victorian full back line there. But Victoria again coming out with the ball on there. The one and only Karen Jones coming out along this side. Will she keep it in? It just went out and across the sideline. Karen tried her best there to keep that one in, but it just went away from her.
I just think New South Wales maybe should use the wings a bit more. Everything is down the gut, down the centre. Maybe just start spreading it out, create the space, then recycle and then run through the middle. Seems very clustered at the moment.
That sideline taken by Orla Curry, but again Victoria's defence are coming out on top here. The ball's played back across to Orla Curry. She looks across the face of the goal. She sends that one in long and low across the ground. But a superb defending again by Victoria. New South Wales now a few players less in the defence, but caught out this time. Lisa Lucknan trying to hold the play up. That ball's passed across here to Sinead Green there from Victoria, and she just went to the left to the post and wide with that shot. I make it about 16 minutes played. Victoria lead 5 points to 1. That ball's plucked out and caught well by Lisa Lucknan. She turns, she aims for Sammy McKillen, who is worth noting now been marked by 2 players. Sammy misses that one and Karen Jones comes out. That's great Haston there, but unfortunately Sammy, she just batted the ball down. So she was done for chopping in that instance. She batted it down across the top of the hurl, and rightly so, it's a free for Victoria. Victoria go very short this and very poor marking by New South Wales, and again Joanne Casey standing on her own that time. New South Wales really didn't pick her up, and she sent that ball straight over the black spot again. Victoria now winning, leading 6 points to 1. As New South Wales send this ball out here towards Leanne Fennelly. Leanne Fennelly does well to catch that ball. Leanne, a dual star this year for New South Wales. She thumps that ball in there to Fiona Keeley. Fiona and swapped now with Sammy McKillian. This ball comes back out to Samantha McKillian. She passes that ball in. That's a high ball. It's in on top of Mary Corkin. Mary does well. She turns her left side. She has a go, and what a save by the goalkeeper. And unfortunately for Victoria, that ball, the goalkeeper made one of the best saves of the tournament. That ball came back out, and Niamh O'Brien knocked that one in. Or Niamh Butler, apologies, Niamh Butler. The county anthem forward. Got a poacher's goal there, and New South Wales back in the game. Liam?
Yeah, that was much better. Down the wings, spread it across, the way to do it. The ball breaks in towards Orla Curry. Used to back towards Leanne Fennelly. And it's a breakthrough tackle. Victoria's tackling is very, very good. They got penalised there, but they're very strong. They're there in numbers every time. New South Wales are finding it hard to get space. Looks like Sarah Crowley is going to step up and take this free. 50 yards out just under the stand here. There is a strong breeze aiding Victoria at this moment. It will be hard. It should drop in around the square.
She hits it high, she hits it long, it's just going to the right of the large rectangle. That ball's well batted out by Victoria, but again we have Paula Mallon, who's been battling away in around the middle of the pitch all week. Trying her best. This ball probably going to be thrown in. No, it's not. It comes out. It's for Samantha McKillian, who takes it on. She's on her left side, she turns, and what a beautiful score by Samantha McKillian. New South Wales very much back in the game. 1-1 scored there within a few minutes, so the goal was probably a bit of luck behind it. So 1 point game here. Victoria leading 6 points to 1 goal and 2 points. This ball sent way down the field here. Joanne Casey causing an awful lot of problems here for New South Wales defence. She's really on fire today. And Maggie Farrell gives a free in there once again for a wild swing across the stick of Joanne Casey there. And rightly so, a free about 40 metres out here in front of the goals again. It has to be said, most of the frees where New South Wales are giving away are happening right in front of the goals, which is something the management will have to talk about at half time.
Definitely 3 or 4 of them have come from frees already, so they just be a bit stronger over the ball, but you know, just not cross that border, just be a bit more disciplined on it. Come on, steps over this one. Lifts, strikes.
Another
No mistake there, straight between the
wonderful
posts again.
strike. It really is a great strike out of the ball. Even her stance when she's hitting those frees, she gets a great connection with every attempt. This ball coming out from Niamh O'Brien again. She chose to go to the far side there towards Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly wins this ball. She turns, she's been well tackled. It's given across there to Paula Mullen. Paula Mullen sends that one into Mary Corkin. Mary Corkin just loses out this time. But New South Wales battling away, and they done extremely well there to win a free. That was Orla Curry and battling again. A wing back seems to have been moved up into the forwards there at the minute.
I'm not sure if she lined out in the middle of the field. Maybe it seems to be after moving up maybe to wing forward position.
Yeah, I see Maria O'Brien, who started at 15, now playing wing back. So a tactical switch there, a tactical switch from New South Wales. As Samantha McKillian stands over this one, she strikes it high, she strikes it well, and it's over the bar. We're back to a 1 point game again. This final, sure not to disappoint. That's a poor puck out, and Orla Curry wins that one. She sends it in high. I don't think it's going to make it. The goalkeeper stops it, and again Mary Corkin, what a block down there from the Victorian corner back. That was a sheer goal chance. Mary Corkin just tried to turn it on the left hand side, and it was a superb block. Mary still battling away along with Sammy McKillian here, but again Victoria, they're not going to let this ball out, and I would say that's going to be a throw in. Yeah,
That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And that was a sure goal. Just winding up and just got the block in at the right time. Throw ball here about 30 yards out from the goal.
yeah. Mary Moynihan here and Maria O'Brien going in for this one. Mary Corkin, apologies, going for this throw in. The ball's flicked out by Victorian centre back. The dust rising here just shows how dry it is and how dry the conditions are and how hard the ground is. But a free out for Victoria there. Somebody judged to have pulled an arm or pulled the stick back there. It's long, it's down to this right hand corner here. Lisa Lucknow out in front this time, didn't get the best first touch. And again Joanne Chasey, that's probably the score of the game from way out on the right hand side. What a score, what a captain's role this lady is playing today. "22 minutes played here, Victoria back in with a 2 point lead." But that was definitely the score of the match as this ball drops into Anna Kelly's hand, the wing forward for New South Wales. She passes that to Orla Curry. Orla Curry on her left hand side sends the ball in low. Fiona Keeley there just lost that, and again, yeah, a lot of chops, a lot of soft frees been given away by New South Wales. That time Niamh Butler just caught, bringing the hurley down as this ball sent in again to the heart of the New South Wales defence, and it's well batted out there by Niamh O'Brien. Again Maria O'Brien also helping out in and around here. Anna Kelly back, the wing forward, back in the heart of the defence. Victoria still attacking, get this ball across to their number 10. Their number 10 gets it out, and yeah, again silly pull of the jersey. And it really has to be said, New South Wales gifting a few frees here. They're just they really need to settle and stop giving away these soft frees.
No, I don't think Joanne Casey's going to miss too many from this range. She's really after finding her range in the past 10 to 15 minutes. New South Wales, just that small bit of indiscipline, just stand off a bit more and not be jumping in as much. Strikes.
Superb again. 9 points. 3 point game now, yeah, 9 points to Victoria, 1-3 to New South Wales. About 24 minutes played here. I think Victoria will be the happier team going in at half time if it stays the same. This long ball passed out, and again New South Wales not winning many of their own puckouts this time. Robin O'Prey picks that one up and sends it down the line towards aiming for Samantha McKillian, but that one just goes out over the sideline.
and it's a sideline ball just on the midfield line for Victoria. Maria Moynihan, the centre back for Victoria here, going to set this one up and strike it. Hit that first attempt. Yeah, she must have just connected with it, so she stood over it there to guard it. New South Wales 2, 3, 4 players in there to end to win that, and yeah, I think New South Wales got a free there. I think somebody lay on the ball, so a correct decision again. This free this time going to be taken by Sarah Crowley way out on that right hand side. She'll surely send us into the full forward line and hope for another goal to try and get the game levelled up again. She mispicks that one. She's allowed to pull on that ball. She's not quite sure. She stood over it, and again a little bit of indecisiveness, but she won that. She won that ball back, Sarah Crowley there. She just missed the pick up. She could have played the ball on the ground. She decided to stand over it and guard it, and probably the right decision now when you see she's got a free 10-15 metres more advantageous. That ball in on top of Niamh Butler again. Niamh missed the pick up there, comes out as far as Sammy McKillian, but again Sammy and Fiona Keeley just got tied up with each other and that ball got away from them. So it's played back out the pitch here. Karen Jones doing exceptionally well again. Leanne Fennelly today given the task of marking Sammy McKillian in last year's final. Today she's on Leanne Fennelly. She's now got the ball again, so puts a great ball in here to the full in on top of the New South Wales goalie. Fiona Carroll missed that one, and that ball's played into the net by Laura Ryan. Laura Ryan, the real poacher's goal, and it has to be said, Victoria started the better, they started the quicker, and they're definitely reaping the rewards now. Yes. Yeah, I think it was Niamh O'Brien just tried coming in there to get that ball back out the pitch, and she stayed down. She's ended up in the goal mouth. So it's a 6-point game. Victoria 1-9, New South Wales 1-3, and of course in the finals there will be stoppage time. I make it 27 minutes played so far, and I'm sure the New South Wales management are very worried here. It's one thing they really don't need is too many injuries.
It's a chance for all the players to get a bit of water on board. It's been very warm here the last couple of days. It's cooled down a bit with the breeze this evening. It'll be very warm for the finals tomorrow as well. Yeah,
especially with the extra 10 minutes. Most of the games all week were 20 minutes each way. The semi-finals were 25 each way, but of course the finals are up to 30. And it's good to see there that Niamh O'Brien's back up and fit for action again. This ball come across to Orla Curry, I think that was, past that ball into the middle of the pitch. It's a real battling now in the middle of the field here. Sammy McKillian in a very unusual position out round midfield, gets that ball laid off to Leanne Fennelly. Leanne heading for goals. Karen Jones at her elbow. That one on the left hand side just drops into the goalie's hands, and the goalie done extremely well there to send that ball out the field. Tiara Fitzpatrick there and goals for Victoria. And really, Tiara really did well there, Liam, to catch that ball, and under pressure there was 2 or 3 forwards coming in on top of her.
Yeah, got it into her hand and cleared it up the field, and they've got a sideline out of it, batted out by a New South Wales player. Not sure who it was on the far side, maybe Orla Curry that batted it out. The sideline now just over the far side, just to the scoreboard, halfway.
Yeah, Victoria using the ball very wisely. That time Joanne Casey just called for overcarrying, but the sideline just a quick flick to the right hand side, and Joanne Casey was straight onto it.
Just that bit sharper, just that bit quicker, thinking a bit quicker on the ball, using their head a bit more.
I make it 29 minutes played here. It's a 6-point game. As Sarah Crowley sends this one in long and high, and there are, as Liam said earlier, going through the middle. That ball drops there favourably for Mary Corkin. Mary turns and she strikes with a unfamiliar right hand side, and it just goes to the right of the post and wide.
I can understand New South Wales' tactic of going down the centre to maybe get the ball to Sammy, but we need to start hitting the wings and working it in. We're just going straight down. They're very strong through the middle as well. Cover is long and high. This McLaren's
Yeah,
breaks through again. Niamh O'Brien is out to it. She lets fly. Comes up the line. It's a New South Wales
And very
ball.
lucky there to get a sideline for New South Wales. Lisa Lucknow lining up to hit this one. New South Wales management trying to make a change here. It's all interchange here at these state games. Claire
I'm
Ryan.
sure if that ball went into play at all.
Yeah, that's something we've seen a few times this week, trying to take sidelines and send it right down their sideline. So now we've Claire Ryan from Clonagale, from Cashel and Tipperary, just going on here for Mary Corkin from St Pat's there as a substitute for New South Wales. Again, Victoria ready to take this sideline just beyond midfield here, not too far, just in front of the clubhouse. And Joanne Casey's going to take this one. Maggie Farrell, the referee, just informing the New South Wales management of where the interchanges take place. We all believed that it had to take place at midfield, but apparently it's in front of each state's own dugout. New South Wales going to make a further change here, bringing on number 4 Claire Minton there, another Clonagale lady.
Loughnane has it down the line.
County Galway.
Out a push.
And
free out to New South Wales. Lang got a bit of a knock to the hedge just down there at the moment.
yeah, and New South Wales probably need to take a little bit of a breather, relax, and try and get to half time without any further scores. Niamh O'Brien, who just got injured earlier there, has made way for Claire Minton. So hopefully she'll be back on again as this ball stuck it down the long and far down the field into the corner there by Sarah Curley. But again, Niamh Butler beaten to that one. Sammy McKillian out fighting, giving it all she has out around the middle here. Orla Curry in there as well. Sammy wins this ball amid 3 or 4 defenders. She hand passes that ball across the pitch here to Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly takes a look up and sends that ball over the bar, and that's something New South Wales really needed. It was another score to settle them down just going into half time.
Up down the far side out around the middle of the field. Victoria get it into their hands. Moving forward, holding on to the hurl. Another simple free in for Victoria.
Yeah. That foul coming up there by Claire Minton. Very soft. She's only on. She's watched the first 25-26 minutes of the game. Saw these easy frees. I suppose the only thing is this one's beyond midfield. It's closer to the Victorian their own half back line.
Only one bit surprised if Joanne got this over the bar, to be honest.
Yeah, especially the way she's been striking today, and along with this wind. It's a good strike. It's high. It's dropping in. It's a dangerous ball. It's dropping in, and it just goes out to the left hand side of the post and wide. So the score remains Victoria 1 goal and 9 points. New South Wales 1 goal and 4. As Maggie Farrell, the referee, Maggie Farley, just blows the whistle for half time. And half time probably something that New South Wales were looking forward to more in that half than Victoria. All the momentum was with Victoria. So it's back to a 5-point game, Liam, and I think Victoria will be the happier going in that half.
Yeah, they've done a lot of the hurling, but just from the amount of hurling they have done, maybe they should be that bit more in front with that aided win. So I'm sure New South Wales are not too disappointed with that, considering that goal was worth its weight in gold to them. So and a 5-point difference is not too bad.
Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
Just getting ready for the second half to start here again. So for anybody that was trying to watch the game there on the link put up by New South Wales GA and indeed the Australasian GA, if you just go into YouTube and type in 2019 Australasian Championship, and the Camogie final will be the top one in the picture, where a few people said that the link collapsed halfway through. So we just have 47 people now currently watching here live around Australia as this second half's about to start. Victoria 1-9, New South Wales 1-4. Maggie Farley about to throw this ball into the second half.
Bit of a scramble around the middle of the field there. Sammy's pushed it forward. Defending again by Victoria. Going to get the ball up. Sammy gets the ball. Bursting through the middle. She strikes. And that's gone wide. Just breaks wide there.
Goes to the right and wide, but a good start from New South Wales. They were very slow to start in the first half. They will be aided by the wind this half, and I'm sure that Niall and Ollie and Mike there give them a good talking to at half time to get them really riled up again. 5 points behind here as a great tackle put in there by Lisa Lucknan on the far side to win that ball, but again Victoria snatched it back, and Sammy McKillian in there fighting for possession again, but this time Lisa Lucknan wins it, gets the ball across to Orla Curry. Orla Curry well blocked down there by Karen Jones. Karen Jones sends the ball down the middle here. A great first touch there by Sarah Crowley, but again she's been tackled and hard as she breaks to at midfield, and yeah, a free. I think she was given a little bit of an advantage there. So a
much better start from New South Wales.
A much better start, and they really need this one. I think the management called Sammy McKillian out to hit this one. This ball's around midfield, so with the wind she would definitely have the distance, and hopefully that she will have the accuracy to bring New South Wales back into this game. It looks a long way out. Sammy standing over this one. It's right bang in the centre of the pitch. She stakes it high, she stakes it long. It looks good from here. Liam, did it go to the right? It just went to the right and wide. 2 chances there for New South Wales. Hopefully they don't rue those chances. Again Victoria striking this ball out. It's a great puck out here, out to the middle of the field towards Karen Jones. Leanne Fennelly just got ahead of her as Anna Kelly scooped this ball up, flicks it on to Leanne Fennelly. Leanne Fennelly turns, she strikes it, but again that ball just goes to the right and wide. Really wasteful by New South Wales. Could have had a 5 point game down to 2, but I'm sure they'll stay battling.
Another step on it, good girl. Back on it.
Out to the far side. Under it is Orla Curry. She breaks it down. Battling hard with Victoria girl there. Victoria take the ball out of half back line. Striking it up the line, just gets as far as Lisa Lucknan here in the middle of the field. Turns onto her left side and strikes it in. And as far as Claire Minton, Victoria break the ball out. They're very strong in defence here.
Yeah, Victoria's defence standing solid against this one. Sammy McKillian pulled further out the field. She's out here with 60 metres. She sends that ball. It's a long ball, and unfortunately it's run in on top of the goalie. The goalie does it very well to win that ball, but misses the strike. New South Wales have 2-3 players in there. Fiona Kelly, a little flick, and it just went to the right and wide. New South Wales having no luck in there this half so far, but plenty of chances, and started the livelier team this half.
The wind is obviously making a serious difference out there. I didn't realise it was as much of a benefit, but it really is. The ball is travelling much further in finding it much easier to get it in.
Goalkeeper misses this strike. She threw it up and she missed the strike, but she pulls on that one, and Victoria get out of jail there to get this ball across about 45 metres out. Orla Curry picks it up for New South Wales. She has got Paula Mallon in the overlap. She gives it to Paula. Paula sends that one in the right hand side, but again New South Wales to the left hand side this time and wide. New South Wales very, very wasteful. Probably the opportunity to have hit 1-3 there in the first 4 or 5 minutes, but converted none of them, Liam, and it's still a 5-point game. Victoria leading 1-9 to 1-4.
Yeah, look, there's plenty of time left. At least the chances are coming. Victoria have ball in possession here at the minute. They work it out again out the far sideline. Orla Curry runs after, but it's picked up by Victoria the far side. Still right again the sideline. Tries to break the tackle, she close it out.
Yeah, and again New South Wales judged the foul there, and which possibly a very silly foul there, because they had players in numbers there, and they had Victoria on the ropes along that sideline. So it's a free, probably 50 metres out here, going to be taken by Marie Moynihan, the centre back for Victoria. Marie with a superb strike of the ball. She picks this one up, she sends it low and hard down into that corner. Kiefer McErlean tries to get ahead of her marker, just about loses out this time, but she's going to stay battling. That ball passed across into the middle, and again is it Joanne Casey going through the middle again. She sends that ball right hand side, and it just goes to the left and wide. Sinead Green actually that time done extremely well to win possession there and get her shot away, but unfortunately for Victoria it just went to the left and wide. That could have been a killer blow to New South Wales after their 4 misses so far. That ball stuck out the field there by Niamh O'Brien. It's a long puck out-aided by the wind. It goes in as far as Fiona Keeley, the centre forward for New South Wales. She misses the pick up, she lets the ball fly. It goes as far as Anna Kelly, but again Maggie Farley playing an advantage there, and New South Wales will be happy to get a free out of that one. Again Sammy McKillian coming across this free to the right hand side, about 45-50 metres out. New South Wales really need to register a score on the board here.
Very tough angle with a kind of a crosswind as well. So
just under 6 minutes played. Can Sammy bring this game back to a 4-point game? The strike's good, but again it goes far to the right and wide. Jara Fitzpatrick going to strike this puck out for Victoria. She goes to the left hand side, but Leanne Fennelly, great touch by Leanne, she made that one. Jaren Jones battling with her again. Jaren Jones just got the flick across there to get the ball out for Victoria, and yeah, I judged again Leanne probably pulled an arm there, and I have to say that Maggie Farley, the referee from County Cavan here, she's not letting much go, and she's been at 100% in all of her calls so far.
Yeah, no, she's tending to let the game go as well. Like she'll give them the advantage, and if it doesn't arise, she'll go back for the free, which is always good. You need to let the game flow as well. So it's good to see that rule being used properly.
A long ball down in here to the left hand side to Laura Ryan. Laura Ryan puts that ball right into the heart of the New South Wales full back line, but Kiefer McErlean does well there. She gets the ball, she turns, she passes it out here to Sarah Crowley, and Sarah Crowley just a stick across her helmet there. Nothing really intentional there, just this free on the New South Wales half back line just in front of the clubhouse, going to be taken here by Sarah Crowley. She sends it long, she sends it high, she sends it down the middle of the goals here. It's right into the heart of the defence. That ball's batted out by New South Wales, or by Victoria, as far as Orla Curry. She passes that ball across there to Fiona Keeley. Fiona just didn't get the first touch right, and it's something that New South Wales really need to get right. As their first touch, Lisa Lucknanan battling away there again. That ball comes across, I think it's to Claire Ryan. Claire Ryan turns her marker, she goes for that shot, but she just didn't get the shot, and she collided with the Victorian defender there. So Victoria, they're living on the edge here, but they're not conceding any scores. They'll be more than happy.
Yeah, no, they're doing very well defensively. It's a ball delivered up by Marie Moynihan. to the far side, up as far as Rose Ray, inside to Laura Ryan in the far corner. It's well defended over there. Eve O'Brien, I think, and Paula delivers it straight down the middle here again towards Fiona Keeley. Fiona lifts and strikes it. It's a lovely ball into the corner.
Yeah,
just that ground today, it's very fast, and once you deliver it along the ground, it takes a bounce and it's gone. Conditions are very hard, the pitch is very tough, and it's very hard. You need to get down with two hands and lift the ball today. There's not much grass on the surface, so just need to get that first touch a bit sharper.
Jara Fitzpatrick again striking this ball out. She goes to the far side, way out to the right hand side. Two players clash there. Referee waves play on. Lisa Lucknow collects this one. Lisa having a superb game at wing back here, and she gets pushed in the back. Lisa wants to hit this free quick. New South Wales really need to register a score on the board here. Lisa scoops that one. She sends it in low. It bounces in front of Sammy McKillian. Sammy grabs that ball. She turns. She heads for the goals. Great defence by Victoria again, but Sammy gets that ball and she drives it over the bar. Really what New South Wales needed there, a quick score. It took them 8 minutes to get it, but hopefully that'll settle their forwards down a little bit. Victoria's defence under an awful amount of pressure with New South Wales being aided by the wind.
So it doesn't go too far, it's out here. The half back line out as far as Louise Holland. Ball is running out towards the sideline. Anna is after it. It's cleared again by Victoria out as far as Karen Jones. Looks like a New South Wales sideline. Not sure what way it's going here, but I think it is a New South Wales ball.
Yeah, Anna Kelly going to strike this one, the sideline here. I really think she needs to get it across the face of the goals. We went again down that wing. So hard to keep the ball out of those corners, and that one again runs out. New South Wales extremely wasteful with that one. And again, Ciara Fitzpatrick, yet another puck out for Ciara here. Just under 10 minutes played, I make it, and it's a 4-point game. 1-9 to Victoria, 1-5 to New South Wales. Victoria coming out of the defence here. That ball again goes out to the right, and it looks as if it's going to go over the line, and yeah, it does. Really, Victorian defence really battling well, but struggling to get the ball out the field with that wind. There's a ferocious wind. If anything, it's probably picked up there at half time. So Lisa Lucknow on the far sideline going to take this sideline ball. She doesn't catch it right, but Orla Curry's in the battle for it, and this time Orla Curry comes off her stick and out for a Victorian sideline.
Victoria defence is very strong. New South Wales are attacking a lot more in the second half, aided with the wind, but Victoria are still standing up very strong, and it's going to be very hard to break them down.
Super sideline cut there by the Victorian centre back, Marie Moynan. She sent that ball 30-40 metres down there, but down that right hand side. But Maggie Farley, Victoria players arguing that it should be a Victorian sideline, that it came off a New South Wales stick, but Maggie Farley sticks to her first decision and gives a free out for a push in the back. Lisa Lucknow sends that ball in towards Sammy McKillian again. Sammy been well marked today, good quality ball going in towards her. Victoria batted out as far as Orla Curry. Orla Curry sends that ball in top of the goalie, very dangerous. The goalkeeper does extremely well. New South Wales get it beyond the goalie, and superb defending from Victoria to get that ball checked out, and it's actually kicked out. I think that's going to be a 45, but a superb goal line clearance there from Victoria. It's actually a puck out. That ball was waved wide.
Yeah, Cara Fitzpatrick seems very strong in the goal. Her puck outs are very strong, and she seems well able in the goal as well. The ball is pucked out just our side here. Anna Kelly is under. It's a great catch by Anna Kelly. She strikes, and that's tailed off to the right again. That wind is really affecting New South Wales. We've had plenty of chances, but it's just not working out for us at this moment. And I'm sure Cara Fitzpatrick is kind of getting fed up pucking balls out at this stage.
Yeah.
But just keep the pressure on. If New South Wales keep the pressure on, the scores will come and the breaks will come their way.
Yeah, New South Wales very wasteful here so far in this half. 1 point from a possible 1-5, 1-6, I would make it. But again, they're still taking the shots, they're still doing what they've been asked. And again, Orla Curry battling away on that far left hand side.
Scrappy enough. Orla Curry wins that ball back. She hand passes it off as put across the face of the goals here towards Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly gets inside her marker, but great defending again by Victoria. Superb defend. They pass that ball back towards their goals. Sammy McKillian, and oh, surely that's a free in there.
Fiona Keeley was knocked over
Yeah,
there.
Fiona Keeley dipped for that ball, got a shoulder, but they've won their free. Again, Maggie Farley very good with the advantage there. But yeah, it's going to probably take a goal here for New South Wales to get back into this game again. 4-point game, a lot of wides by New South Wales on this free. This time Sammy McKillian leaves this one off. Just can't quite see who's going to strike this one.
It's like maybe Fiona Keeley, is it?
Yeah, it could be Fiona Keeley, yeah. She went for the goal, and it's cleared off the lane again. Again by Victoria, cleared off the lane. Fiona Keeley went for the goal that time to try and get New South Wales back into the game. It still hasn't got out, and it's with Leanne Fennelly. Leanne turned. That ball's blocked down.
It's great defending once again by Victoria. The ball comes out here. Just out Leanne is running after it here at the minute.
Yeah.
Just trying to rise the ball up here at the minute.
The hard ground really not helping New South Wales get that ball up, and it's very uncharacteristic of Leanne Fennelly to miss that first pick up. This ball's played long in by Victoria, but brilliantly cleared there by Niamh O'Brien. It's pulled to her left hand side, but Victoria on the attack again. They're not going to let this game slip away from them. Orla Curry battling away here. Sinead Green gets that ball sent in here, but again it's great hands by Niamh O'Brien. The Clonagale centre back playing in the full back line here today. She came out and nobody else was getting that ball except her.
It's great defending on both sides there. The scores are hard come by in the second half at the moment. There's another great save by Cara Fitzpatrick from Victoria in the goal. She's having a fantastic game at the moment. It's a free out here in the full back line for New South Wales. Sarah Crowley strikes it up the field. It's a great strike over to the far side. Looks as far as Claire Minton, it just runs by her and towards the Victoria corner back, and that's going to be a push in the back.
Yeah, very soft free there. You could see that free coming a mile away. So Victoria still hanging in there. They're still got their 4-point lead. Just over 15 minutes on the clock.
Six, Marie Moynihan strikes that down the far sideline. Lisa Loughlin is up to try and win that ball. Battling around the middle of the field here again. Victoria win the ball again. Carry the ball in towards the 40 here. She's travelling a long way with this. We need to meet her up.
Casey, the captain here. She turns. She can't take it in the hand again. She does terrible well to swing that one off the stick, and it's just dropping in. Is it going to go? Oh, great defending by New South Wales. I think it was Fiona Carroll batted that ball out, and New South Wales went a free for a pull of the arm there. And that ball stuck long by, I think it was Sarah Curley in on top of Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly lets the ball run.
Great shoulder by Leanne into Marie Moynihan. Oh,
yeah,
that's a
and
shoulder
another
to the
one,
head.
but it's yeah. Nobody holding anything back here. But New South Wales really need to convert this free as the clock is running down. They've 1 point scored in this half by New South Wales. They've had loads and loads of opportunities. The Victorian defence holding out brilliantly, and the goalkeeper, Cara Fitzpatrick especially. This ball's stuck in here. It doesn't go the full length. Sammy McKillian drops that, and it's the centre back there for Victoria wins. Marie Moynihan won that ball and played it out. I think that ball went out over the sideline, but it was picked up there by Fiona Keeley. The ball was wagged for a sideline, but Fiona didn't see it, and she probably scored one of the best scores of the game. But definitely the linesman here, New South Wales man himself, had the ball flagged for a sideline. Fiona Keeley going to take this sideline. I think they really need to put this ball across into the front of the goals to see Joanne. Superb cut, but it's right on top of the goalie's hand again. Superb cut, and again New South Wales wasteful with this one and let the ball run out for another puck out. Just nothing really going for New South Wales up there in the forwards.
At the minute, everything seems to be going to the right hand side of those goals and wide. The wind has possibly changed slightly, which is pushing everything out. Ciara Fitzpatrick stakes this one. It's not a great stake from her this time. It's as far as Leanne Fennelly, but Karen Jones is not going to allow her to get anything easy. And Rose Ray wins that ball, and in turn wins a free. And I think it's going to be Marie O'Brien there who chopped down on that ball when Victoria were trying to clear their lines. So it's a free, and I think Marie is going to be in the book. Yeah, Maggie Farley, no hesitation whatsoever to give the first yellow card of the game.
Marie Moynihan steps over this one, striking against the wind, strikes it over towards the far side.
Superb strike of the ball. It's across there towards Sinead Green. Been watched closely by Lisa Lucknow. She flicks that ball away. Kiva McAlean going for this one. That's a great touch by Kiva, and just flicks it out, and unfortunately went for a sideline ball to Victoria over there. But great defending by Kiva McAlean, and it has to be said, Marie Moynihan, that for a free kick, a free puck against the wind there, she sent that ball possibly 40-50 metres across field ball, and Joanne Casey going to take this sideline for Victoria, probably 25-30 metres out on that far right hand side. Doesn't connect with it brilliantly. Kiva McAlean wasteful in that pick-up. It goes back to Joanne Casey. She gets it a strike away. It's in on top of the goalkeeper. Is it going to run out and wide? No, the ball stays in, and Victoria just missed the pick-up there. So it's great defending here by New South Wales. But yeah, possibly a little tug of the jersey there by Paula Mallon, but there wasn't much in it. But Victoria will be more than happy to have won this free. I think it's Maria O'Brien actually down injured here for New South Wales, right up the whole way up in that full back line in that corner. 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes played. Victoria 1-9, New South Wales 1-5. One single point scored in this half, and it came off the stick of Sammy McKillian there for New South Wales.
New South Wales definitely need to get back into the game. They had that purple patch and they didn't take advantage of it. We really need to start putting the pressure on again here, or this game is going to slip away from them, especially with a free now 21 yards out for Joanne Casey, which I'm very surprised if she wasn't going to score from here.
Yeah, I think she'll definitely bring this back to a 5-point game. Her striking all day has been absolutely superb. Victoria management again, organising their defence even before this freeze taken. Joanne Casey, our usual stance, 21 metres out just to the left of the New South Wales goals. She strikes it well. Did it go to the right? It went to the right and wide. Very, very uncharacteristic of Joanne Casey, and if New South Wales could just capitalise on that now, it would be a real blow to Victoria. This ball being poked out by Niamh O'Brien. She goes long, the wind aids it. It passes, it goes beyond Fiona Keeley there, and it runs as far as Sammy McKillian, who's out now around 30 metres out. She goes on her right hand side, she's on her left. She turns on her left, she has a great shot and a superb save by Ciara Fitzpatrick. This goalkeeper is really keeping Victoria in this game. She plays that ball out as far as Orla Curry. Orla Curry tries to get it back into the danger area. Karen Jones gets a stick to that. Sammy McKillian goes for that ball, loses out this time to Karen, and there again the Victorian captain Joanne Casey back in helping. The battle of the number 7s. Karen Jones comes out on top this time. This ball runs as far as Lisa Lucknow. She hands it across here to Sarah Crowley. Sarah Crowley looks up, she goes for a score, but again wasteful from New South Wales. It goes way to the right and wide.
There's a lot of space in the inside full forward line that time. Very uncharacteristic of Sarah to drive it in like that. She really should have used the inside full forward line. Cara Fitzpatrick here steps up to take the puck out again. It's pucked out to the far side. With Victoria player who's standing on her own. Lisa Lucknow steps up and it's delivered straight in there.
And it goes over the top of Kiva McAlean. Victoria on the attack here. It's a great ball flicked in there by their corner forward. Can New South Wales get this ball back out of the defence? It's they get the ball as far as Maria O'Brien. Maria O'Brien's first touch is good. She turns on her left hand side. She plays it down that line towards Lisa Lucknow. Lisa Lucknow
Yeah, probably fouled there.
Throw ball, I think.
Not sure if it was more of an accidental clash or what our referee Maggie Farley's going to give here. The New South Wales contingent very concerned here for Lisa Loughnane, who's probably having a stormer for New South Wales. Probably one of the pick of the players so far in this game. She's got real drive. She's battling away the whole game there.
She'll be involved in the ladies' football tomorrow as well.
Yeah, another dual player. She's up. She's up. She will. I can't see her going off. I think she'll just get the helmet back on and go ahead with things. So yeah, Maggie Farley did indeed give a free to New South Wales, and Sarah Crowley's going to stake this one. Oh, actually, she's going to throw it in. So it was an accidental collision there, and Sarah Crowley's going to go in for this throw ball along with Joanne Casey. Ball flicked away by Joanne Casey, and she's still going with the ball. She's trying to get it up. She does get it up. Victoria with a couple of players over here. She passes that ball in front of the goals as far as their number 15. She takes on the New South Wales defence, and unfortunately for Victoria, that one just ran away. New South Wales really got out of jail there. Liam, if I do believe if Victoria had got a goal that time,
that was game over.
It would have been possibly game over, because we're really running down the clock. That ball popped out there to Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly turns on her left hand side. She plays a low ball into Leanne Fennelly, who's been moved into the full forward line now. She's way out in this corner, been hurried by Karen Jones again, and Victoria defending massively in numbers, even though they're under so much pressure. And that's a free to New South Wales. They really need to score this one, Liam.
Yeah, this half definitely has to go over the bar. What are we now, Colin? What are we, 23, 24 minutes gone maybe?
I make it about 5 minutes left. There will be 2-3 minutes injury time, I'd imagine. Yeah. So this ball being stood over by Fiona Keeley, and New South Wales really need a score. And that's a great score from Fiona Keeley. That's a great score. Just everything that New South Wales wanted, and we're now back to a 3-point game. Victoria 1-9. New South Wales 1-5.
So Wales must win this puck out if they want to break it forward to get a goal here. Just to note, Victoria actually haven't got a score in the second half, which is very unusual. Ball is delivered down towards the middle of the field. Paula Mallon is under it, but that's a great catch.
Great catch
by Aoife Dooley. It's a fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely superb. It's free just behind the Victorian midfield line. A superb puck out from Ciara Fitzpatrick again against the wind. And Aoife Dooley sends this one in. It's into the right hand side. It's in, it's low. Just missed the first touch there by the Victorian corner forward. New South Wales have 3, 4, 5 defenders in. It's really about who really wants this ball the most. And that ball is lost by New South Wales. It's passed across here as far. I think it's Joanne Casey again. She makes room. She turns on the right hand side. She sends a long high ball in, and it's just gone to the right and wide. New South Wales extremely fortunate with the last 2 attempts there by Joanne, just tailing to the right and wide. New South Wales not going to slow this game down as Niamh O'Brien, the centre back. It's a very quick puck out here, but again it's lost around the middle by New South Wales, and Victoria are almost heading on the attack again. Niamh Butler there trying to play that ball forward and keep the momentum in New South Wales' favour. Orla Curry in there hassling and battling. Victoria still coming out on top, and they send this ball down to their number 14 there, who passes a great ball, and New South Wales have been caught out here at the defence. And Joanne Casey there. It was great defending by New South Wales. She just Niamh O'Brien just got the head in there, and Joanne Casey to send her back, but Joanne probably had a goal chance there, but it took the wise option and put this game back to a 4-point game.
110 to 1-6. Niamh O'Brien did very well there to keep her out. It was a certain goal if she had a broke through. She did very well, very strong. Joanne Casey's down at the minute. They're picking up a bit of a knock from that challenge. We're into what, the last 3 minutes maybe, Colin? Last 2 minutes?
3 minutes I
Normal
make it.
time and then-
normal time. I would say there will be 3-4 minutes of added time, to be honest. There's a few injuries here, but Victoria will be happy that Joanne stayed down that time so they could reorganise the defence here. So that's a long puck out. She goes to the right hand side towards Anna Kelly again. Anna, who was superb yesterday, winning balls from all the puck outs, but she loses out this time, and I would say that's a definite free out. Yeah, she just put the hurl around her neck, and nothing going New South Wales way, but you have to give it to the character of the Victorian defence. They're not going to stop. They're battling away. They're extremely fit, and they're trying to get their revenge from last year's final, which the Gnarly lost last year. Put up a superb showing. Very scrappy here from just in front of us here, and that ball's missed by Lisa Lucknan, and it's played in here towards Kiva McAlean, the corner back for New South Wales. Claire Ryan done extremely well there to get that ball flicked back to Niamh O'Brien, and Niamh sent that ball way down the field here, but superb defending again by Victoria. Claire Ryan again sends that ball in, but we're sending the ball down the heart of the defence, and done well to hook this time to keep the ball in there. Marie Moynihan battling away there, the centre back for Victoria, won that last ball. Sammy McKillen battling away, she gets that ball flicked to the side, but Victoria back in numbers here, and another missed pick up there by Anna Kelly, and Victoria come out with that ball. They've wasted that ball. It goes across to Claire Ryan. Claire Ryan taking this ball on, she's going through the middle, she gives it a pass, she knows we need a goal. Fiona Keeley lost that ball here, and it's played out again by the centre back, and Sarah Crowley, who's pushed away up the field here now, has won a free, and New South Wales really need a goal. They're totally running out of time here, and if they're going to win this game or push this game to extra time, they really need a goal. 4-point game. They may choose to knock this one over the bar. They go for the point, and it goes over the bar. Yes, that's a great score under pressure by Sarah Crowley there. That leaves Victoria 110, New South Wales 1-7. But you'd find now with this time, Liam, New South Wales really need a goal. I just make it 30 minutes played, so it's totally up to Maggie Farley on the additional time now as Victoria take this ball out. And again, that ball is won by Rose Ray. But Claire Ryan battled away there, and she won her free. I think Claire Ryan, yeah, she battled away, she won that free, but Lisa Lucknan looking to take this free quick. Maggie Farley tells him to hold on. She signals for 3 minutes added time. I believe it was 3 minutes. Lisa drops this ball in. It's a dangerous ball, and again Ciara Fitzpatrick saves that one off the goal line. Superb goalkeeping from Victoria today, and Ciara Fitzpatrick, she's really saved them 4 or 5 times in this half. But Lisa Lucknan's attacking again. She sends another beautiful ball in here, and it's stopped this time. The only mistake made by Ciara Fitzpatrick. You've got to feel sorry for her, Liam. She was having an absolute belter. That ball just played in, and she went to catch it, and she just missed the catch. And it leaves the game level, 110 to Victoria, 2-7 to New South Wales. You really gut wrenching here for Victoria if they lose that game in such a way. Sarah Crowley gets that ball, she sends it right in on top of the goals again. Leanne Fennelly's in there. Karen Jones on her toes, on her heels again. Karen Jones really getting the better of Leanne today, and that ball's blown for a wide ball. There's shouts for a 45. Yeah, there was
the umpire there seems adamant it's wide.
Yeah, one umpire was giving it wide, the other, and even the lines person, and I think indeed Maggie Farley herself believes it's a 45. And yeah, she signalled for a 45, so it's that might have been one of the decisions of the day, because I really don't see how much time's left. It may actually be thrown in, yeah, because the umpires can't decide. So yeah, there's 2.5 minutes overtime. I make it, Liam, as this ball's thrown in on the Victorian 21-yard line. Anna Kelly in there battling.
Breaks out as far as Claire Ryan.
It comes out here to Claire Ryan, who's really made such a change in this game. And that was a possible chop down across her wrist, but the referee wags play on. Norla Curry's way out in that far right hand corner. She done so well there
Yeah, and it's a free in. Orla Curry done superb in there in that corner. A ball that she really wasn't expecting to get played into that corner. But New South Wales still need to score this one, and
it's a tight angle for Fiona, this one.
it's a drawn game. It's a very tight angle. It's on the far side, about 21 metres out. And really, you'd have to say, Liam, New South Wales, with all their missed chances and everything, if they do score this, and it really would be stealing the game.
Oh, it definitely would, yeah. And my heart goes out to Cara Fitzpatrick after having a fantastic game to make it just a slight mistake like that. It's very unfortunate. Fiona strikes it.
It goes high, but it goes wide.
It
goes wide. And this game could be going to extra time.
Yeah, looking very like it.
I make it just under 34 minutes. And yeah, we're back to extra time, and New South Wales extremely fortunate there to get out of jail, and I'm probably more glad for that we didn't steal the win there, Liam, because the one mistake Cara Fitzpatrick made, she really didn't deserve to lose that game. So look, she's getting the second bite at the cherry here, and it's all go here.
Yeah, definitely didn't. Victoria definitely don't deserve to lose in a manner like that.
When wind comes, feel a bit of shake.
Next school wins.
That's what
they did in the football.
That's what I would say they'll do. I wasn't impressed.
We done finals 10 minutes a half, and then they went to 10 minutes a half. Next score wins, and the first 10 minutes they only scored. We had to go the second half. And then the team scored just in the fill-up.
James, the ball was the best of the ball.
Yeah, that's like this is like his first time.
Well, they always take out coughing at their own pain. So again, we're going to welcome you back here to Gaelic Park in Willawong in Brisbane, Queensland, here for the extra time in the 2019 State Games final between Victoria and New South Wales GA. Both teams really put on a show there. It's one that you wouldn't like to see anybody losing, so we're going to have two 10-minute periods of extra time, and may the best team win, Liam.
Yeah, definitely. It's all up for grabs. We're back to 0-0 basically, and there's very little between these teams at this stage. It's just whoever can see out the game better now. I'm not sure who opted or who won the toss, but Victoria are playing with the wind here for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's actually worth noting that that wind has picked up and it's become a lot stronger from halfway through the second half there as New South Wales attack here. That ball's played in there by Leon Fennelly, but Victoria's defence are going to come out on top again with Marie Moynihan. She turns to their left hand side, she plays a great ball down there, but Marie O'Brien gets her hand to it there for New South Wales. Paula Mallon, the joint captain here of New South Wales, battling away herself and Fiona Carroll, joint captains for New South Wales this year, as Karen Jones comes out and passes this ball across the field here. Lisa Lucknan comes from the half back line wearing number 8. She gets up this left hand side, she wins that ball, she gets it up, first time she turns, she goes on her right hand, she sends this high in on top of the goalkeeper Ciara Fitzpatrick. Superb again from Ciara Fitzpatrick under massive pressure there, Liam, and she caught that ball and played a super pass out.
Yeah, Fennelly picks it up in the middle of the field here and passes it out as far as Sarah Crowley. Sarah drives it down inside into the far right hand side.
Yeah, that ball just down into the right hand side towards Niamh Butler, but Victoria bat that ball out the pitch, and not sure what Maggie Farley's going to do. Anna Kelly wins that ball, she was on her knees, she had to get that ball away to Sammy McKillian. Sammy turns to her right hand side and that ball just goes to the left and eventually goes out and wide.
That drop ball Ciara Fitzpatrick dropped just at the end of the second half doesn't seem to have to affect it, because that was a great catch again.
Yeah, superb catch again. She passes this ball, she pucks this ball out on top of Lisa Lucknan. Lisa Lucknan misses that one, and Sarah Crowley here battling away, but Lisa she does not give up. She came in there, she won a ball that she probably should never have even been going for. She won that ball, she picked up a slight injury, but she's one of those players, Liam, that's not going to stop until the final whistle.
Yeah, her work rate is phenomenal in around the middle of the field, half back line. She covers so much ground. She's just limping away there now. Hopefully she's okay when she gets her hurl back. I don't think Lisa's going to leave the field one way or the other. No,
Sarah Crowley picks this ball up, she sends it. It's a great strike. It's not going to make the full length. It's in on top of Sammy McKillian, who just stopped that. And again, it's a great score there by Claire Ryan. Claire from the Clonagale club, she's really made such a massive impact in this game. She just came on with about 10 minutes to go in the second half and really G'd New South Wales up for those last couple of scores.
Ball is poked out down the far side. She's breaking a might run out over the end line. That's won by O'Brien, I think, at the far side. She picks. flicks it through to Paula Mall in the middle. Paula delivers the ball in as far as Sammy McKillen. Sammy just breaks the ball out in front of her. She strikes it in.
Turns on the left hand side. It's a great stake. It's not going to make it again on top of Ciara Fitzpatrick, who again makes a wonderful catch and drives that ball out. Such intent here by New South Wales and Victoria. New South Wales really started the better of this half, but Victoria's defence are going to finish it the same way they finished the normal time, Liam. They're really battling, and that's a great passage of play to send that ball down into the far left hand corner. I think Niamh O'Brien, better known as Nobby there, got that ball out as far as Maria O'Brien. But again, Victoria's on the attack, and that ball's put in here. Kiva McErlean done it very well there to play that ball out with her foot. Again, the hard ground, if the ball bounces, it's really up to anybody to know where it's going to go. Paula Mullen battling away here midfield. Paula Mullen turns, she passes a lovely ball here to Fiona Keeley. Fiona gets the turn. She just needs to get this ball in her hand. She's been superbly hassled, and it's great tackling there from Victoria as Fiona Keeley goes to ground. But Claire Ryan picks that ball up and she makes a diary for the goals. She gets half blocked down. She catches that ball again. She passes it out, and it's a superb save again by Ciara Fitzpatrick. An absolutely superb save from the shot from Fiona Keeley. What a save, just going in under the crossbar, one of those ones that you normally always see hit the net.
Ray, I think, is travelling through the middle here. She throws it out to the side. It's very well won by Robin O'Prey. Actually, the speed of this game has picked up since we've gone to extra time.
Yeah, and it's a long high ball in here. A little bit wasteful there, but the Victorian defence doing extremely well as Paula Mullen bends for that ball. But yeah, there was a slight pull back there. I think it was Sammy McKillian who gave that one, or maybe it was Anna Kelly. A slight tug of the arm there, Liam, and Victoria on the attack again.
It's a great catch.
Superbly caught, and Victoria. Yeah, that's a great ball in.
Just goes through everyone and out wide.
Yeah, that was very unlucky there from I think it was Ashley McFadden. I'd almost think she'd say playing that ball. An extra pass, Liam, but what a catch, what a superb passage of play by Victoria, and it just proves how quickly they can turn it around. It's a long puck out here towards Lisa Lucknan. Lisa gathers that one. It's a hurl, very accidental free, possibly get a name in the book here, but there was no malice or no intent in that whatsoever.
Very unfortunate to pick up. What is it, number 13? 10. I think. Is it 10 or 13?
Yeah,
in addition to Green, I think.
She Green, but there was absolutely no intention in that whatsoever. But it is a free, and she does find herself in the book, and she receives I make it the second yellow card of the game. That ball's hit down the field here by Sarah Curley as far as Lisa Lucknan. Lisa plays it right across the face of the goals here. Niamh Butler heads for this one. Sammy's in beside her, but great defending there by Victoria to get that ball out. Sammy McKillian not going to let it lay. It comes out as far as Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly just scuffs that shot, but Paula Mullen's in there. Superb defending again, and Claire Ryan just put her stick across, but superb defending by Victoria. Just under 6 minutes played here, and it's a 1 point game in the favour of New South Wales. And it has to be said, Liam, that New South Wales, this is the first time that they've led in this entire match.
Yeah, sure is. They're doing most of the hurling in this first half of extra time, especially against the wind as well. Victoria defence is very strong. I'm very impressed with what they've been doing. That's in as far as it looks like Shauna Riley maybe. Shauna carries the ball straight in, she's going straight through the middle. Steps, she gets blown for steps.
Yeah, and rightly so. She just didn't get away with that 5th, 6th step. She probably was in two minds about whether to take a shot or cut inside. And New South Wales manager here, Niall Kavanagh and Ollie Gordon, they're making plenty of changes. Liam, Mary Corkin, who started in the first half, just took off halfway through the second half there, goes in there to replace Niamh Butler. Niamh, who had an exceptional game, scored the first goal of the game for New South Wales and brought it back to the 2 point game at that stage. This free going to be taken by Sarah Curley way back in that New South Wales defence into the wind. She aimed for Fiona Keeley. That ball just got away from her. And yeah, Maggie Farley going to throw this one in. Just a cluster of players. It's something that nobody really likes to watch. So probably the correct decision to throw this ball in. Just over 7 minutes played. That ball's thrown in here, and again Orla Curry battling so hard there. Just misses out on that one. Ball's played away down that left hand side, and Robin O'Prey chases that one, but it goes out for a New South Wales sideline.
on getting a goal now at this stage. It's going to be a serious advantage if you could get a goal. He could be nearly the winning of a game because it's very tight now. Players will start to get tired and gaps will open in defence, and they will have a chance the ball is in around the middle of the field here. Looks like Anna Kelly is battling there inside. Oh, that was a wild swing there. And that is a free in. Yeah, maybe it was fouled maybe once or twice there. The free was won by, looks like Sean O'Reilly there, I think. Marie Moynihan is going to step up to take this one. It's a great strike on the ball. This will get very close to the goal. This could be very dangerous for New South Wales. Steps up to this one. She lifts, she strikes, that's travelling very far in, and that's gone, just slipped to the right and wide. Wow.
Yeah, not unlike that free, not unlike a few of the New South Wales shots there just in the second half of normal time, Liam. The wind seems to be swirling to the right hand corner down there, and everything seems to be dragging to the right.
Took out again here by Niamh O'Brien, just down. Right underneath us here, Orla Curry is up. So is Siobhan Davili. It's won again by Victoria. And Sinead Green is bursting up the line. She may be foul or steps.
Yeah, and superb defending there from Kiva McAlean. She really used her body there. She put her body on the line to make that Sinead Green overcarry that ball. Just interesting to note, Liam, there's now currently 92 people listening to this. Geraldine O'Loughlin there says there's far too many frees, let the game flow. Laura T5606 says go Victoria. But at the minute it's all New South Wales. I know there's only a point in it, but they definitely, against the wind, they've started a lot better than they did in the first half. This ball comes right down in here to Claire Ryan again. Claire Ryan has won every ball, half blocked there. She's won every ball since she came on early in the second half, and a poor free there to give away by Orla Curry. Really a needless free to give away, but Claire Ryan really has changed this game for New South Wales.
Definitely, she's come into the game massively in the last 10 minutes, and she's won every ball since it's gone up in the first half of extra time here. Maria Moynihan steps up to take this free again. Just under 10 minutes played here. It's just probably be the last possession of play. That's broken to a Victoria player.
And that's a superb score. Superb score.
Great score. So, I'd say that's half time now. I'd say, but that looked like Sean O'Reilly with a great score.
Yeah, just a great catch, a great turn, and she knew exactly where the posts were to level this game. Maggie Farley calling for that ball. So yeah, it's a drawn game once again, Liam. A point each in this half. I make it 1 goal in 11 to Victoria and 2 goals in 8 for New South Wales.
Very little separating the teams here at the minute.
Yeah, it's really a battle of the defences here because both teams are getting their attacks. It's just not going either of the teams' ways, and we'll have to mention again Ciara Fitzpatrick keeping Victoria in this game with 3-4 superb catches, and again with that vital save.
Probably have a quick turnaround here, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll be back at it again. Full back lines are very strong throughout the game. Definitely Marie Moynihan has definitely stood out for Victoria at centre back. Cara Fitzpatrick, obviously we've mentioned her a lot in the goal. Joanne Casey maybe was a bit quiet in the first half of that extra time, didn't see her, but she is dangerous when she gets the ball. In New South Wales again, New South Wales are very strong in that back line. You have Sarah Crowley, you have Niamh O'Brien who's taking the puck outs, and she's very strong in the back line. Orla Curry is working hard, Lisa Loughnane, they're all working hard too. It literally is the break of a ball is going to win this game at the minute.
Yeah, New South Wales probably that slight advantage of the win there, but as we've seen in that first half of extra time there, Liam, and the second half of normal time, the wind really is changing. It picks up so much and it's pushing into this right hand corner, so no team has took full advantage of that strong wind since Victoria's first half performance of normal time. So it's really all to play for, and I can't see there being much more than a puck of the ball in it unless something really changes.
No. Just as we say that, the wind picks up again here. It's getting breezier and breezier as the minutes pass by.
Yeah, so just from a New South Wales perspective, what do you think the boys would be saying to the girls there now with 10 minutes to play to try and win this game, Liam?
I don't think they're not doing anything wrong as such. I think they just need to get the ball in quick into the inside forward line. Hope they can pop a couple of scores over, just put the pressure on, maybe they'll win a couple of frees. Just honestly keep the pressure on, that's all they can do. They're not doing anything wrong, so just keep working the ball into the forwards, get it into Sammy, get it into Claire Ryan. They're well capable of picking off scores, especially aided with the wind. They might pop a score from out the field here in the second half as well. Victoria will have to do a lot of battling in the second half, especially again that wind.
Yeah, it's really going to be up to the Victorian defence, I think, with that wind to try and to keep the whole momentum up again. They had a great second half against the wind earlier, and you know, it's really just anybody's game. I think we'll possibly see the likes of Lisa Lucknow stepping up here from half back and trying to go for a few long range points for New South Wales here, because that wind really will carry the ball next to 20-25 metres. But it's it's one of the most exciting games of this year's Australasian Championship, and another 10 minutes to go, Liam, and we'll hopefully know who the winners are.
We should have a winner. If not, I think we'll probably go to goal and score then, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, we'll have to just check up the rules again with the Australasian.
We definitely don't want to see
Second
that happen. It's definitely not a nice way to lose a game. But both teams, New South Wales were out. Victoria just making their way back onto the field here now. Looks like Claire Ryan has moved out to the middle of the field here.
Yeah, Claire made a massive impact there from she come on. She's scored a couple of points and set up the last goal of normal time. Just waiting on all officials to get back into their positions here. Maggie Farley not going to throw this ball in just yet. So 10 more minutes, and we'll try and keep you as up to date as possible.
1-11 to 2-8 as it stands, so it still is a drawn game here at the minute.
And yep, that's us on the clock again. That ball brilliantly picked up there by, I think that was Sarah Crowley again, having a superb game at centre back for New South Wales. She looks up, she doesn't get a clean strike, but it goes as far as Sammy McKill, who just missed out on that ball. Again, Victoria just didn't get that ball out as far as she would have needed, and yeah, it was a chop down there, and you know, Fiona Keeley she wasn't going to let that ball go. You know, she missed her first strike, but she fought back there and rightly got a free. So New South Wales probably need to be converting all of their frees now with this win, because every score is going to be so vital. It's a good strike, Liam.
Might be tailing again.
Tailing to the right, but did it
it's
make it?
gone over.
Yeah,
It's hit the
it made it.
post and
Yeah,
gone over.
and again, the two umpires not in full agreement there. But Maggie Farley, the referee, flagged that one. She didn't need any umpires.
Ball is out here again around the middle of the field. Paula Mallon burst out. Alongside Victoria very strong.
Great touch by Paula Mallon, and I think that's a New South Wales ball. It's going to be one of those. It was dubious, but I think Paula Mallon just made the perfect flick there.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like we've got that. Fiona Keeley is going to step up to this one.
Yeah, Fiona Keeley going to step up.
A lot of space over the far side.
There's
if we
can
get it across.
Victoria playing with a sweeper or two, but it's going to take a bit, and straight down the mouth of the sweeper, who done well to win that ball, and strikes a long one down the middle of the field here. Again, New South Wales battling like mad in here and around the middle, but Victoria aren't going to let them away with it. And Joanne Casey comes out there, and yeah, there's a very, very soft free to give away there from Lisa Lucknow. This free out round just beyond midfield here, so you're probably talking 50 well over the 50 metre mark, and Joanne Casey's lining up to strike this one.
Be very dangerous. This could drop short.
This one been stuck into the wind by Joanne Casey. She dips, she strikes it lovely. Is it going to drop short? It's dropping. New South Wales try and get that ball out, but it's pulled on and it ends up in the back of the net there for Victoria. Exactly what Victoria would have needed there. I actually think that might have been Aisling McFadden that got the last touch on that one, Liam.
Yeah, and the ball is back out in the middle
and
of the field here.
That's really
again.
a massive boost to Victoria as they attack once again. That ball's played right into the heart of the defence again here, and it's superbly defended there by Niamh O'Brien. Niamh went to the ground, possibly should have got a free. And watch Maggie Farley, the referee. She's going to throw this ball in. Yeah, Niamh O'Brien done so well there, Liam, but just when she went to ground, she lost possession. So
it's a throw ball here, about 21 yards out from the goal. Just off to the left of the goal.
Yeah, that goal probably going to be the crucial score. That make it 2-11 to 2-9 there in favour of Victoria, as this ball's going to be thrown in. It really, really, really went against the run of play. So just over 3 minutes played here. This ball's going to be thrown in, and it's actually flicked across there to Robin O'Prey, who's coming out. She's flying out that far left hand side, Liam, and she passes that ball. I think she took it 3 times in her hand, to be honest, and yeah, the referee was right beside her. So 3 times in the hand, Liam.
Yeah. A free in front of the goal for Joanne Casey again.
A cruel one, and it's so close to the New South Wales goals here. So I think Joanne will definitely opt to send this one over the bar if she can get the accuracy right. But the ideal start to the second half for Victoria. Familiar pose by Joanne. She scoops it. It's good. She strikes it beautifully, and it's straight over the black spot.
2-12 to 2-9. Or 2-12 to
2-12 to 2-9. New South Wales taking no time with this puck out. They sent it the whole way down the field. What a puck out there from Niamh O'Brien. The whole way down the field here to about 21 metres out towards Sammy McKillian. Sammy does superb to win that ball. She plays it in here on top of Leanne Finlay. It just went ahead of her. And again, Tiara Fitzpatrick came out, made no mistakes. Got that ball played out on her left hand side.
As far as Sinead Green has it.
Sinead Green has it. It's passed out here. It's very close to the line there. That ball's still going. There, Ryan again gets that ball across here to Robin O'Prey. Robin O'Prey tries to send it down the heart of the.
Down by Joanne Casey, and she travels up the field.
Joanne Casey really playing a captain's role here, the centre forward, right in the heart of her own defence to win that ball and set up another attack for Victoria.
Fantastic defending again by Sarah Crowley. Delivers a high one down. It's past Sammy. It's in towards Fiona Keeley, but it's cleared again by Victoria, by Marie Moynihan. It looks like it's going to run out over the line in front of it.
Yeah, Marie Moynihan done superbly there. I think she's almost playing as a sweeper there to try and counteract any soft goals or any of those long puck outs by New South Wales. New South Wales really need to get a goal here if they're going to stay in this game, as Anna Kelly passes that ball across the middle of the pitch there to Claire Ryan. Just over 5.5 minutes played, I make it, Liam, and it's really
battling hard here. Everyone is.
It's one of those games that nobody wants to see it end. But Joanne Casey again, the captain, coming down this left hand side. She really is playing a captain's role today. Passes that ball across there to Shauna Riley. Sorry, just loses out that time there to Niamh O'Brien. Or was it Sarah Crowley? Passed that ball to the far side of the field, but again Marie Moynihan seems to be playing as that sweeper, and New South Wales really need to start putting that ball into the corners and down the wings, Liam.
Oh, picks it up.
It's past there by Sammy, a great ball in, but again the hard ground with New South Wales.
Up.
Oh! And Leanne Finlay hits that ball into the back of the net to break it a drawn game once again. 3-9 New South Wales, Victoria 2-12.
Just bobbled up off that surface on Cara Fitzpatrick, which was very unfortunate with the hard ground.
Yeah, the hard ground, but New South Wales really thought that pass from Sammy McKillian was overrunning. But the ground is so hard it can just bobble, it can bounce on her. And we're back to the draw and game again, Liam.
Yeah, Mary Corcoran wins a free in the middle of the field. This is in great territory here.
Yeah, and you would have to say, Liam, now this free, Claire Ryan's won that free again, and you'd have to say New South Wales would be trying to put this ball over the bar. With that wind, they're just beyond the midfield, but they're probably 50 metres out. But that wind, if you can add 20 metres for the wind alone, this one's going to be hit by Sarah Crowley. She'll have to aim for that far left side of the goals, Liam, which she does. Does the wind chariot? And yes, no. There's more confusion in there. No. Wide ball, yeah. Maggie Farley just automatic. She doesn't change her mind. She's got every call spot on so far.
Mary Corcoran. She throws it out to Anna Kelly. Anna Kelly strikes it in.
Well blocked there by Victoria.
Out for a 45.
And again, Tiara Fitzpatrick possibly could have let that one go wide, but she's just such a brilliant goalie. She wasn't going to let anything go by her there. Unfortunately, that one just went out for a 45, but it's one of the most exciting games I've witnessed the state game so far, Liam, and I've been coming here this 3 or 4 years for them.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic game at Camogie. There's absolutely nothing between these teams, and there always has to be a winner and a loser, but it's going to be bitterly disappointing for the loser today. Sarah Crowley steps over this.
Sarah, 45 metres out, just to the right hand side. She steps up. It's a great strike. It's a great strike, and that one goes over for Sarah Crowley. New South Wales, only for the third time in this entire match, are they leading. What a catch! An absolutely superb catch there.
And fouled by Claire Ryan as well.
Victoria not going to let this one go. That was an absolutely superb catch there by, I think it was Shona Riley there.
Are we left now, Colin?
I make it about a minute or two left. That was actually Aisling McFadden who caught that ball. Lined out at number 13 here for Victoria, but she won that ball on her own half back line, between half back and midfield. I make it about a minute to play as this ball's sent in again here by Marie Moynihan. New South Wales batted it out, but they just don't have it out yet. A little pull of the stick. Victoria lucky not to give away a free there. And Mary Corcoran, a great ball down the field there. Mary Corcoran done so well, but Leon Family being so well marked here by Karen Jones. That ball doesn't come out for Victoria. Tammy McKillen has the ball, so plays it back out here, and it's a great strike of the ball there. And that one looks, Fiona Keeley got the last touch of that. And look, they've just given New South Wales that small bit of breathing space. 2-point game here at the minute. Victoria really need to get a goal again, but anything's possible in this game. They're not going to stop. They're still battling, and yet again, their captain, who's having a superb game there. Joanne Casey, absolutely superb for Victoria so far. Wins that ball. They really need a goal here. Marie Moynihan just in her own defence here beyond midfield. I make it all until additional time now. She goes for a short pass there, but that one was won by that ball was won by Claire Ryan, and Maggie Farley blows the final whistle. New South Wales extremely lucky to get out of jail there in normal time, and again indeed in extra time. So look, massive commiserations to Victoria GA. The second year now New South Wales have pipped them in a final. But what a game, Liam, and each and every one of those girls can be proud of themselves.
Fantastic game of Camogie. It's been a long time since I've seen a game of Camogie like that. And it just shows that the standard of Camogie, Colin, out here in Australia at the moment. It's absolutely fantastic. Some of these girls on this field have won All-Irelands, have won All-Stars at home. It's just brilliant. It's a great showing for Camogie across the border, you know. But I feel so sorry for Victoria as well. They put in a savage performance from 1 to 22. They battled to the very end. Outstanding performances from Cara Fitzpatrick, Marie Moynihan, Joanne Casey, Sinead Green. They had some fantastic players on that field, but as I said earlier, there has to be a winner and a loser, and fortunately for New South Wales, they came out on top today. And look, that's the rub of the green, you know. It could have went the other way in normal time. It could have went Victoria's way, and just a couple of breaking balls in extra time went New South Wales' way. And maybe some would say a bit harsh on Victoria in normal time not to win it, but look, New South Wales battled hard, and probably in extra time they did deserve the victory. And some outstanding performances from New South Wales as well. Fiona Keeley was fantastic at centre forward, Samantha McKillen, Leanne Fennelly, Niamh O'Brien I thought was fantastic at full back, Sarah Crowley at centre back was absolutely outstanding. Orla Curley battled hard in the middle of the field. Just all around the field they were very good, and as a New South Wales man, I'm very happy for the girls. They thoroughly deserved it.
Yeah, look, that will probably wrap it up. We're going to probably hand over here now to the Australasian President Ned Sheehy to present the trophy to the joint captains there of New South Wales, Fiona Carroll and Paula Mallon. So thanks for tuning in, folks, and we'll wrap it up from there.